Hi,
Hello,
Ariel.
Thomas.
Woo! And it's almost like every lesson is groundbreaking. You are going to learn your first washing machine. Washing machine is an acronym for flow, and it's because usually flows end where they start, so you can repeat it again and again and again and again. And the flyer feels like they're being tumbled in the washing machine. This one's called Ninja Star. It's a pretty cool name. And you pretty much know most of the pieces roughly. So it's more about just kind of putting things together. We're gonna start in a straddle bat. We're gonna do part of a tick-tock, which you learned in the last lesson. And then from a tick-tock, we're going to go into a reverse side star. A reverse bird. A reverse bird is something that's a little bit new for you. It's like a bird, but the flyer is going to face the other way. And then we're going back into a side star, straddle bat, and you can the whole sequence keeps going. Straddle bat, side star, reverse birds, side star, straddle bat. The tricky part is a lot of times what your hand transitions should be. Because as a flyer goes around your legs in a circle, you can't stay connected the whole time. So let's go through it slowly and then work on more details. We're going to start with our side star that we learned in lesson 2 of this level. We're going to tick into a straddle bat. We're going to tuck onto the other side. And this is what you learned in the previous lesson. Now comes a new part. Notice this hand connection? We're gonna let go. And as a base, I'm going to offer it behind my leg. And I'm going to offer the flyer pressure here so that we can move into reverse bird. Notice her hip is dropping onto my other foot. We can stay in reverse bird for a moment. I want to point out how, as a flyer, my hands are pushing directly to her shoulders so that Ariel can keep her chest up. A lot of beginners let their chest collapse down. Yep, just like that. But we want to stay up. And we can continue to a side star on this side. And notice how the hand gets stuck, so we let go. And we switch to the other side of the legs, so I can reconnect. I'm going to move my foot behind her hips, so I can tuck back into a straddle bat. That's basically it. You're probably going to be lost on the hands, so let's repeat it one more time. We're connecting hands. So there's a strong push on this side, straight arm here. We come up into a side star. Notice this hand gets stuck. Right, if you're trying to rotate, we get stuck. Whenever we get stuck, we let go. Over the hand on the other side of the leg. Rotate into reverse bird. We get stuck on this side, we let go. Over on the other side of the leg. And we regrip again. And we're in straddle bat. Now, let's work on a few common issues. The first thing is, notice my feet want to be really close to the hips. If my feet are only half an inch out, it's really uncomfortable for the flyer. What you'll experience is usually probably more like an inch out. You're going to be somewhere out here. Your flyer's going to be very unhappy. So you can work together. Notice how Ariel holds my heels, I hold her shoulders, so I can push up. And with the inside of my feet, I really want to feel her hip bone, like there shouldn't be even a tenth of an inch to go more in. And this makes you happy, right?
Very.
Nice. The next thing is, how do we go up? A lot of times people keep their hands here and they do, I don't know, something like this. And or like bases will kind of force the flyers around. As a base, you want to rather think you're a platform. I'm offering on this side a nice platform. I can even be stacked. The flyer's elbow is straight down, so she can just push up. And I give a little tilt with my feet. This way. And the flyer can kind of control coming up. So I'm not forcing the flyer around, I'm being a platform. Also with this hand, I don't really have to force her. I can just be sturdy. And Ariel can on her own choose to push into my hands. So she's in control of her movement. And again here I want to be a platform so that Ariel is in control of how she dips down. Do you have any tips for flyers?
Flyers, I would say, when we're coming up, any type of rotation, the base is going to be supportive, but truly, you're the conductor in this. So even though I feel his strong push and he removes a leg, I can stay here all day. You control this. I'm driving into his hand thinking, I want to lift my hip up. And the same thing for going backwards. He has a little bit of power, so Thomas, turn me as much as you possibly can. See how he starts it? I finish it. You're always in control. So all I'm thinking about is I'm kind of using my head, switching my gaze, just looking towards the back helps get me there. And the biggest thing is keeping those shoulders up, just as Thomas said. Same thing goes to keep turning. I'm kind of just looking for where I need to go. My body kind of naturally kind of gets there, especially with the help of Thomas. Coming out, we're cartwheeling all the way over. Boop.
Nice.
Bullseye.
For spotting,
Oh.
you're going to notice as we're going to do washing machines, spotting becomes a lot more dynamic. So you're going to have like move around, you have to be active. You probably, as the flyer comes in from the side, spot around the hips. They're going to tick into straddle bed. They're going to tuck up on the other side. And if they go into the reverse bird, the main risk is that the flyer could fall towards their face. And because their hands are kind of reaching behind, they can't protect their face. And maybe the base isn't like pushing up properly, but still holding onto the hands. And so the flyer would face dunk into the ground. So as a spotter, as flyer is coming around, I can have my hands beneath their shoulder and I can kind of trace in a half circle around until they're back in side stars, and I go back to the hips. I spot through the tick-tock and I go back to the shoulders and we go around. Yep. And this is your first washing machine.
Good luck. Or congrats.